People only see the wins. Speed is the difference between success or failure. Ola Prime has the fastest payouts in the industry with less than an hour. Ola Prime, trade with transparency.
We are inside the NBA presented by Kia. On tonight, the Indiana Pacers move on to the NBA Finals to take on Oklahoma City, and they did it convincingly in the New Yorker.
I was obviously going to go to NBC, and a friend of mine, Michael Jackson, says, come to have. I was obviously going to go to NBC, and a friend of mine, Michael Jackson, says, come to have dinner at Turner to make me look.
You don't need a record label, and a record label may get mad at me for. I'm not for certain what it's about.
Aaron Judge.
Obviously, I feel like any actor, you know.
Went here yesterday for the first time since last year's World Series. What were you feeling?
Excited for a new chapter. You know, I think that's really what it comes down to. You know, obviously, I feel like any stadium I go to, I'm sick about what happened last year, and but you know, just excited for the new chapter. We got to.
On the bus after to that stadium, I got to Arizona in 2001. Every single time I drive up to that stadium, I got a sick feeling in my skin.
See the same. I know how hard, you know, they're working hard, they're grinding, and you know, I think they see the same.
I got a question for you, man. We lost a World Series Arizona in 2001. Every single time I drive up to that stadium, I got a sick feeling in my skin.
And you know, I think they.
Hey, what is the name of the trophy?
The Magic Johnson, Western Conference Finals MVP.
I know. It's been the damn.
Don't mean shit.
Bill Russell.
Huh? Don't mean shit. Yeah, the Bill Russell.
It's been
award. Yeah,
Bill
what's
Russell
that?
forever.
Yeah.
What is
yeah,
that?
Nobody was ever.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead? Now the reason
a physical perspective, but I mean, you working out with you 17, 18?
17.
17.
17.
I'm saying he was when you start working.
Yes.
Sean,
being rookie of the year, when going to the Super Bowl the second year, winning the Super Bowl third year, season going great, and then boom, it's like the whole world's against you.
Yeah.
And I remember, you know, us not winning that Super Bowl, and the thing was, we were up in that game. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I remember, you know, us not winning that Super Bowl, and the thing was, we were up in that game. It was like, okay, we're gonna win this game, and then all of a sudden they came back in the fourth, and it was like, shoot, like. And then the last drive, I remember going out there, it was 2:01 on the clock. I'm like, man, we're gonna win this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're gonna win it. Like, let's go. Like, built for this. And play after play, boom, 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 get the ball to Marshawn the first play, a little double move, hit him down the field. We had another big play, hit another one, and then Jermaine makes that catch and then get the ball to one, and then the play doesn't work. And, it's like, okay, being in my third year, early in my career, it's like, all right, that could have really, if I wasn't prepared, I wasn't emotionally aware enough, that could have really effed me up, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mentally, emotionally.
You're him. How do I start doing what you do?
Looks like you already have. Rated R.
If you're clean and you know it, wiggle round. If you're clean and you know it, boogie down.
Career-wise. And there was 2:01 on the clock. I'm like, man, we're going to win this. Us not winning that Super Bowl. And the thing was, we were up.
Yeah.
And
needs no introduction, but he's
the rest of the staff too. I know my quarterback coach Shay. Known him since I came into college. I was 18 years old, and he was on the staff helping at NC State. So, man, it's just people that I know and people that I believe.
When he was 7, was to dance. You guys would have dance parties.
I did. I went to my aunt's house, but they live close. They live like a block away, and I ran away in the daytime. I was smart, so I know it.
So we talk at night.
I'm a morning person.
Well, I'm a morning person.
Sherry is phenomenal.
What is the low amount of early entry? So the NIL, well, it's not even NIL, it's the collective. The collective has nothing to do with you being a freshman or sophomore. Them niggas are still leaving. What has changed is seniors, 90% of the draft is usually seniors because they're forced to come out, right? So when you're forced to come out, the only thing you can do is put your name in the draft and try to make a living. So majority of an NBA draft is the senior class because that's the next road for them. So they're forced into it. The reason that the number is down now because those seniors get to go back one more year. So if you look at the landscape of college basketball right now, the guys that their careers is over, they got to go overseas, they get their value now. So now those guys that are 23, 24 years old are worth $2-3 million. So instead of going into the draft, they can get their year back. Oh, hey, I'm part of the COVID year. Can I get my year back? So all the seniors that will be coming into the draft, they're staying one more year. Those are the guys that are getting the $2 million, the $4 million.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling. The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only.
Congratulations, you found Perscolas. We train people for careers in IT.
How you liking Tampa so far, bro?
Oh, it's lit, man. Sold out weekend, bro. I'm happy for you, man.
You gonna come out here to some games, bro?
Yeah, you give me some tickets up there. I can't wait to come. It's right up the street.
These are my favorite teammates right here.
What's up, big guy? What's up, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you, bro. Y'all ballers or y'all?
He got picked up in like third round.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what's up.
So, some people say I need to do comedy, bro. How do you come up with your sets?
Well, it depends on what city I'm in. Of course, I have some.
Bro, quit trying to be so formal, bro. It's not an interview, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all know I'm professional too. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, just like football, bro. It's like, you know, you study, you work on stuff. You might say something new this show, and you go back and you watch it. You may keep it because it worked this show, so I'm gonna say it the next show. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, bro.
What's the difference between doing Instagram stuff and really just locking in on the comedy shows?
This shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't start over.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas it. That joke better work.
Exactly.
If it don't work, your ass in trouble. Yeah.
But just getting on stage and doing all that, how did you really transform it? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit.
Was it hard? Was it a learning curve? Like, who taught you?
Shit, I was a student. I used to study the greats, you know, Richard Pryor, the Martins, the Eddie Murphy. It's just like, you know, y'all watching film with a football players y'all like. You know, y'all learning his moves and stuff like that. It's the same thing, you know. I learned that when I played football. Not saying I was like y'all, but, you know, I got to a level where I'm at. I'm professional, you know.
You be doing crowd work too?
Yeah.
All right,
You're
good.
see some of that. So,
good.
Yeah. You can turn the camera on probably when you see that. But,
No. If you
he's finna come in and record the whole show and set the camera on the side of his face and not laugh just because he want.
No, bro. I'm gonna be open-minded, bro. I just never went to a comedy show before.
Oh, okay. That's
Your videos on Instagram is funny.
Okay.
But I want to actually see, because we was on live the other day and I was just giving out money to whichever my viewers can make me laugh, and it was pretty hard, bro. So we gonna see if you can do it, bro.
Oh, well, shit.
Hopefully
how much
so.
money you was giving out?
Like 200.
Okay, bet. Let me get that.
If you come on stream and do it, then we'll test it again and see.
Tonight.
Bro.
Every laugh you laugh, that's $200 for me.
Then we gotta film it.
No. God. And they control y'all speed too, don't they? Like on the monitor, right? Yeah.
But basically, they take care of you more in the NFL, but it's more, you know, detailed stuff.
That's what's up.
Similar play calls and
stuff. Don't it? Like on
I make us practice, so it's.
Oh yeah. But nah, we're gonna have a good time, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Is it different though?
Yeah,
faster.
NFL than college?
Yeah.
Bro, you probably know how Coach Prime make us practice, so it's.
Oh yeah, so y'all already ready.
Yeah, they told me how to slow down, so.
Got it. And they control y'all speed too, don't it? Like on the monitor, right? Yeah.
But basically, they take care of you more in the NFL, but it's more, you know, detailed stuff.
That's what's up.
Similar play calls and stuff now.
Okay.
Why my dad saying you look like you're a Sanders, bro?
I am, nigga.
No, you're not.
I kept telling him, man, he need to quit playing. You know, we was playing for the Braves back then, bro.
Damn, you got him saying you look like Shador or somebody, bro.
Yeah, Shador.
Y'all think he look like Shador?
Come on, bro, look at me.
Heck no, bro.
Yeah, we family, bro. That's how I told him to pull up, man. I can't wait for the world to know. You know what I'm saying? When it all get out, bro. I can't wait to get my Rolls Royce. You know, the cars that y'all get. Yes.
All right, you make me laugh, I'll buy you a Rolls Royce.
Say fucking that.
That's pure clickbait. That's clickbait only.
Hey, nah,
that's just to say clickbait. Aren't you never stream?
Stream? Nah, shit, he set me up one. I just ain't started yet, though.
Fam, if you stream, you will make. Dom, how much would he make?
You don't even want to know. You're funny.
You would make so much money.
You stream, you would at least make.
On Twitch?
On Twitch. If you streamed on Twitch, you would at least make 100 a month.
100,000 a month.
Am I capping?
How long
you're consistent. You're consistent.
How long you got to be on there?
4 hours, 3 hours,
4 hours
for 5 days a week, 4 days a week. 4 days a week.
You work out when you prepare for.
Fam, they will watch you the whole time. Now that I gave you the idea,
They give you money for subscribers.
so now when you start, you have to get on mine whenever though.
How long you got to be?
At least make
You know, it leads to personal trainers, strength and conditioning coaches.
Yeah.
Like trying to unpack that and
because you've just.
The tequila list can be overwhelming, but the choice of real tequila and real juice is easy.
Been doing it
Or
since
younger.
or younger.
13,
Yeah,
70%.
13. They said, they say, fuck the hell with it. I'm done. I don't even want to play no more.
Yeah.
So I don't think putting the cap on these kids, being able to, they should be able to just explore, man.
Do they still play on the playground in Slovenia?
Not much.
Even there, it's still more programmed now. It's fascinating to me because I think like what happens is that's where we develop the joy, right? It's playing with your friends, not a coach telling you what to do. It's trial and error.
And it's like, goes up like 10 hours before the game. So I mean, that was.
What, like, give me an example of a couple things you've seen, like being around him every day where you're like, he does that, like what's he doing over there? Like, is there anything that stands out initially where you're like, wow?
Well, first of all, he shows up like 10 hours before the game. So I mean, that was really the main, like I was, what? I came to the arena.
For
he was
22 years?
He was already done working out. I was like, what?
Yeah. And then what about playing together? Like, you guys are so similar, you know, obviously different stages of your career, but you're
and obviously on the court, everybody
as a kid, and now you guys are teammates.
Unbelievable. And I think it's just a work in progress, you know. I think we're getting better and better every
A lot of similarities.
No, it's been great. But
Your favorite TV shows are on YouTube. Enjoy the latest releases.
Over the years, he's been very good to me as I've come up, here, and that's the case for all the ones. And also, you got to battle up in some of these games. They've had to do that. We've had to do that. Players that have great individual stories, teams that have a great story collectively, and we're proud to be a part of that.
As good as we are, and I think the Pacers probably have something to do with that as well. You know, obviously them being younger, and you see they have fun playing with each other too, so it might be a little bit of a theme.
You're getting better at the middle shot. How much are you learning from Shea?
I try and take bits and pieces that he's very good at and incorporate it to how I would like to play. But I think
Hey man, welcome to the cookie. Come on, man. Talk to me. You're not locked in. You're not even. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. Like one bite. One bite. Nah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, so the first one go boom, second one go boom, third. Now the crowd, like, think about this. Like, you in the game, something happened, they break it up, whatever. These refs step back. So Ben had all these bands. He just started throwing them. He started taking them out, throwing them. Right, so the first one go boom, second one go boom, third. Now the crowd, like, oh yeah, let me get into it. So they getting hyped, and then so Ron actually does his job. He goes and lay down on the actual scoreboard, and Ben still throws the last band. That's when the cup came. Right. Right. And so we all thought that Ben ignited it. That's just how we felt. Ben thought that he was going to be suspended. Right. And so one of those things where it was unfortunate because it was on national television. Right. Right. And so one of those things where it was unfortunate because it was on national television. Right. You had the refs that didn't even separate the teams, bruh. Thought that Ben ignited it. Ben still